Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the BSB Pastoral Podcast. This is a very special episode as it was completely produced, written by students themselves. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this next episode that's delivered by the Student Council.
This is the first ever Student Council-led podcast. My name is Monty.
My name is Ella.
And my name is Yanu.
We hope you're doing well. Today, we will speak about the topic of bullying. In this podcast, we will be discussing various forms of bullying and how to fight it.
Have you ever experienced bullying? Well, according to recent statistics, more than half of people under 25 have experienced bullying at some point in their lives. Shockingly, this means that 1/3 of the world's youth has been a victim of bullying. Though it is important to recognize that every bully gets bullied, it's possible that they too are struggling with issues at home, such as parental divorce, loneliness, or even abuse. Remember, behind every bully there may be a deeper issue.
Bullying is a serious problem that affects millions of people worldwide. While it's easy to place all of the blame on bullies for their cruel behavior, maybe more to their actions than meets the eye. But some bullies may just be spoiled and believe they're better than others, leading them to think that bullying is their right. Doesn't excuse their behavior, but it might explain why they act the way they do.
Cyberbullying is one of the worst. They could post so many harmful things on the internet, and the victim would never know who to blame. Or worse, they know who, but are too scared to report them to anyone in authority. And once it's on the internet, it will never fully be removed.
I agree, but there are some ways to combat cyberbullying, such as report the bullies. Even if you are afraid, you should always tell a trusted adult. Block them so that they cannot contact you. Do not engage in the conversation. These are only some ways to stand against cyberbullying.
But cyberbullying isn't the only form, as I'm sure all of our listeners will know. 2 forms of bullying will be our next discussion point: physical and mental bullying. These 2 are the most common forms of bullying in school, and often the most damaging. They can be referred to as an umbrella term, for most of the other terms of bullying can involve both of the 2. Physical bullying is using your body or an object to inflict harm upon another.
Mental bullying, however, is the use of words or signs to inflict harm upon a person's mental health. Many people use these 2 to inflict harm on many people through many different subjects, including racial, sexual, religious, and social.
And now for an interview with our distinguished guests. In this podcast, our interviewers will be asking them a few questions about the topic.
My opinion about bullying is that it's extremely bad because it can affect someone mentally and physically. Like mentally, it could like they could bully about their height or something, and like their family or something, and that could hurt them inside. They could get hurt or something, pushed around, and I feel like it's just really bad overall.
Why do you think bullies bully?
I think they bully it just to make someone else feel worse than they do, and because things might happen to them at home, there might be troubles, so they take it out on other people.
Now, for our last few words on bullying.
The 3 R's. They stand for recognize, report, and refuse. Not to sound like a broken record, but statistical evidence shows that reporting bullying helps solve the issue. The first R is recognize. Recognize has to do with recognizing bullying, and that's where stop comes in. Stop stands for several times on purpose. That's how you know if someone's bullying someone. If they do something that is usually considered as bullying, and by accident, they wouldn't be a bully. However, if they did it twice, for example, and on purpose, they would be bullied.
The second R is report. Report is for telling an adult or somebody of authority that you, for example, are being bullied. You should always tell an adult or somebody of authority that you trust. The reason you should do this is to stop the bullying from continuing to bully you.
The third R is refuse. Refuse is for refusing to bully, and for refusing to be bullied. Refusing to bully could be, for example, your friends are trying to peer pressure you into bullying, but you refuse to bullying because you don't want to be a bully, or know that bullying is wrong.
On the other hand, the victim's refusal to be bullied could mean that they do not give the bully the satisfaction of a bad reaction to being bullied, as well as that they would tell an adult immediately and get it sorted out. They do not have bad mental or physical health, since they sorted out the bully before it could become worse.
So, remember to stand up to the bullies and tell an adult. Even if you are afraid to tell an adult, it is definitely the best thing to do.
A quote from Randy Weingarten is, "You can't be against bullying without actually doing something about it."
Bullying is everyone's problem, so everyone has to be part of the solution.